Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Knittin from the Mitten. My name is Tiffany and I'm coming to you from Midland, Michigan, also known as the Mitten State. You can find me on Ravelry as tiffgroomsdogs or Instagram as Knittin from the Mitten. And we also have a Ravelry group called Knittin from the Mitten Podcast. So yay, thank you to anyone that watched my first episode and left a comment. It was so sweet. It really made my day and my week, and just to anyone that have even watched it and subscribed, that just made me so happy. So some things that I've been working on this week. I'm still working on my blueberry waffle socks, but I did get one sock finished, and this is how it turned out. I'm really happy with it. I did a 1x1 twisted rib. And then this is the pattern, and then the heel that I did is the slightly modified Eye of Partridge heel. It's in the Hermione's Everyday Socks pattern, which is a free pattern on Ravelry, and I really like that heel. It's very comfortable for me, although I haven't found a heel that I don't like yet, so we'll see. But yeah, so far I love this. And then the toe that I did is the Yarn Harlots rounded toe, which is Stephanie Pearl McPhee. I found it on her website, and I love how it looks, especially off the sock blockers. It just looks so nice. And I'm really happy with this yarn. This is the Patons Kroy FX in the Cameo colorway, and it just makes a nice thick squishy sock, and I think that this yarn paired with this pattern was perfect. So I'm very happy with that. My other sock, still getting worked on, and so it's just a little bit longer than a cuff right now, and same thing, 1x1 twisted rib. And this has got my little sheepy stitch marker. There we go. I got those from my in-laws for Christmas. I love those little stitch markers. And yeah, I'm using the ChiaoGoo 9-inch circular needles. I am such a fan of these, but I really have found out that I like to mix it up with my sock knitting. I do 2 at a time, cuff down, toe up. Though I seem to go for cuff down more, but I've enjoyed toe up as well. I use DPNs. I like to switch it up. So, oh, and this is all the yarn I had left from the other sock. I had used some of it in mini skein swaps, so a little bit of yarn chicken. And that is living in my 31 bag that my best friend Stephanie gave me for being in her wedding. It's perfect for holding sock whips. I love it. I can keep it right on my bedside table and work on it. Okay, I'm also got a little bit done on my sock head hat, which I don't think I said last time, but I'm actually knitting this for my husband. And this is living in a project bag that I made. It was the first one I sewed, and I love it. I just love those little puppy dogs on it. Yeah, love it. Oh, and then there's a little charm on here. This is from my friend Sarah, who, let's see, there we go. She was a teacher in Russia for a little bit, and this was a keychain that she brought me back. I just thought that was so cool, and I thought it belonged on a project bag. So I'm using size 2 ChiaoGoo needles, and like I said before, I am in love with these needles. They are one of my favorites. These and the Hiya Sharps I can't get enough of. So not much more to go on this. This is my TV knitting. Like when we watch Game of Thrones, I'll break this out, so I can just go round and round and not have to worry about it. And let's see here. Also working on my Pure Joy Shawl by Joji Locatelli. And I just finished wedge 3. And so I guess I'm technically halfway through because there's 6 wedges. But I think it's going to take double the time because, as you know, once you get further on a shawl, it takes twice the time because you add so many stitches as you go. But I am loving this knit. The tan yarn is Cascade Heritage Yarns, and it's a fingering weight. It's so soft, superwash merino nylon. The pink colorway is from Mint Rain Hand Dyed Yarns, which she is a local seller. She has an Etsy shop. She's a local seller to me. She's right here in the same town that I am. And I'm just having so much fun with this knit. I love it. It's so comfortable. Oh, it's just so cozy. I'm looking forward to when it's a little cooler out to wear this. It's just going to be so cozy. I also was messaged on Instagram by Michelle of Maple Moose Fibers podcast and Etsy shop, and she said that she has a knit along for this shawl going on in her group on Ravelry, so I'm going to join in on that. And yeah, I just love it. Okay, let's see. Oh, and here's the yarns close up. Everyone wants to see the yarn. Oh, I love this. It's so soft. It's very squishy. And this is the Cascade. Also very squishy. I have not cast on my On the Spice Market shawl yet. Let's see, I think I'm up. There we go. I'm kind of trying to get as far as I can on this Pure Joy before I cast it on, so I don't have too many shawls going at the same time, but I might not be able to wait that long. I really want to cast it on really bad. I worked on my Cozy Memories blanket a little bit this week. I did not get very far. I don't even think I finished a square, to be honest, but I figured I would show it again and maybe talk about it a little bit more. Oops, lost a stitch. There. Okay. And next time I will try and have all these ends woven in, because this is, I don't like it. I was doing a really good job of keeping them woven in. Now I've got so many I gotta fix. Okay. So, let's see. I think I was just starting on this one. These were from my pink socks. The socks on a plain pattern that I had been knitting. The online super sock. I got some Opal. It's this one. This is Arnie and Carlos. I got that in a mini skein swap. This is Knit Pick Stroll, and this is Barocco Ultra Fine Alpaca. That's a green. It looks kind of black, but it's green. I had knit my husband a pair of Green Bay Packer socks, and that's what those two were from. This is Osterman Step. I'm not sure what this one is. This is Madeline Tosh. Ooh. There we go. This is Quince & Co. This gray. And this is Barocco Metallics, I think is what it was called. It's just a sparkly sock. Love it. Really happy with that. That's such a comfort knit, the Cozy Memories blanket, but I really don't work on it enough, and I'm trying to get it so that I maybe knit on it like a certain day of the week, and I, you know, that way I can get more done on it and see a little more progress. I did want to show, I am journaling my Cozy Memories blanket. This is my little notebook that my best friend Stephanie got me for like my 18th, 19th birthday. And oh, I love it. We always went to Barnes & Noble together, so she got me this when we were there. And let's see. So what I've done is I put some washi tape in and just put a little bit of the sock yarn in there. Oh yeah, and I wrote all about which yarn is which. I also, oh yeah, I started this on January 1st this year. So I know obviously it's not going to be done by the end of the year, but I was really excited to start it on the first day of the year. And this was my first square. So this is kind of fun, like a little scrapbook. I'll show you, I got all these different pages. And I just updated it this morning too because I wanted to show you guys. And I also put, for example, who the yarn came from, things like that. Let's see. Yep, this was bought at my local yarn shop, this yarn, which is in Bay City, Michigan, called A Piece of You. Very happy with that yarn. Love that shop too. That's a really fun shop. If you're ever in Michigan, or if anyone local is watching this, I love that yarn shop. Nice people there. Okay, that is it for what I've been working on. My gin and tonic sweater, like I said, I'm using the needles for that on my pure Joy Shawl, so I haven't been knitting on that, as well as my bobble hat, because it's summer. I don't see the point of knitting on those right now. Some acquisitions that I got over the month of May. The first one I have is this giant ball of yarn. This was from my mom for my birthday. It's as big as my head. I love this. It's so squishy. It's a single. I can show it real up close. And there's a really cool story behind this yarn. My mom had gone to a garage sale. Oh, I'm out of focus again. Let's see. There we go. So my mom had gone to a garage sale, and she saw this yarn, but it was all in just a big pile, kind of looked like the ramen noodles all together. And she asked the lady about it, and the lady said that she had gone to Ireland on a tour, and it was I don't know, she toured a woolen mill, and that was something that she bought while she was there, was this big just hunk of yarn from this woolen mill in Ireland. So I have named it my garage sale mystery Irish yarn, because we have no idea where in Ireland it's from or what woolen mill it's from, but it's just so cool. It just has such a neat story behind it. So my plans for this, I think I have figured out, it is a super bulky. I thought maybe it was just a bulky, but I believe it's a super bulky when I was trying to figure out the wraps per inch. But I have decided I'm going to try and make a sweater out of it. I'm thinking something with some really pretty cables in it. I just think a big chunky sweater would be so cozy in the winter. Oh, I can't wait. So if anyone has any suggestions for patterns, I would love to have them, because I don't even know. I'm going to obviously look on Ravelry and see what I can find, but if you guys have some that you love, please let me know. Some other acquisitions I have are, I got some Opal stash yarn. Opal. This is like their music line that they have, and I got this for my anniversary from my sweet husband. He took me to another local yarn shop of ours and said, okay, go pick out some yarn, happy anniversary. And it was just so sweet. But I love Opal yarn. I like to have a bunch of this in stash, just to be able to go to it. Some classics. Love that blue color. And I plan to make Ethan a pair of socks out of this one. And this green I love. I think this needs to be a sock head hat for myself, but I'm not sure, because socks would be so much fun out of this too. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. Or if you have any other patterns, let me know. I am open for suggestions. Something else that I have is some hand spun that I did on my spinning wheel. It's kind of ropey. It's definitely some beginner yarn. But I love it. It's so fun. I love spinning. I really want to do some after this. It's just such a fun time. I plan on, for this I think it's a little too ropey and too all over the place for me to make something out of it. So I think what I'm going to do is practice maybe yarn dyeing with it. And who knows, maybe I'll knit like a little toy or something. I've heard that knitting toys is very forgiving to hand spun. And then I also have another little hank that I did. Funny story about this, when we had got the spinning wheel put together, we didn't think that we had the regular whorl that came with it. We thought we only had the high-speed one, which we had bought as an extra. And so I was using the high-speed one the entire time, and I was having a heck of a time trying to get this to look nice. And now we have the regular whorl, and my spinning is coming much better. So maybe next couple weeks I'll be able to show what I've made from that, but it's much more even. It's not as high twist and not as ropey looking. So another thing I wanted to talk about was some yarn shops that I want to go to here in Michigan. I found one called Wool and Honey. It's up in Cedar, Michigan, which is near Traverse City. Which, for anyone that doesn't know, that's over here. Over there. That's how we show where we're from in Michigan. This is where I'm at, over here. So yeah, it's way up there, but I love Traverse City. My husband and I went there for our honeymoon, not our anniversary, our honeymoon, and it's just such a cool place to visit. It's a very tourist town, and it's just awesome. Now, Wool and Honey isn't in Traverse City, it's in Cedar, but it's near there. So anybody that is coming to visit Michigan, if you're going near Traverse City, Wool and Honey in Cedar, Michigan, I want to go there so bad. I have never been, but I found it online, and it just looks so fun and cozy, and I could just haul up in there all day and knit. And I saw they carry Quince & Co. there, and I'm going to get my hands on some of that. They also are selling a Sleeping Bear Yarn Club, which, for those of you not in Michigan, up north, there is Sleeping Bear Dunes, which is also, we went there on our honeymoon, and it's about, I think, 2 miles it was, of just these huge sand dunes. I mean, and we got barefoot and we walked it, and it takes you right out to the lake, and it was so fun. Oh, we got pretty sunburned, but it was a lot of fun. But the Sleeping Bear Yarn Club, that is, you get a skein of yarn that a hand dyer for them has dyed up, and it's a Michigan themed yarn. You get a pattern, you get a semi-precious stone stitch marker, you get a ton of discounts. I think you get like a little bag, but you get discounts on all their yarn at their shop, either online or in store. They do have an online shop, and yeah, I just thought that sounded so fun, that club. But that's a monthly one, and you can also sign up for 3 months at a time, 6 months, and so on. But yeah, so next time I go up north, I'm gonna hit up Wool and Honey for sure. Maybe I could do some videoing from in there. So yeah, that is all I have for today. Another short episode. My battery is dying, and I don't think the memory card's gonna hold all of it. I gotta get a new one. So hopefully next week I will have more to show you as far as progress on my knitting. And yeah, thank you for stopping by, and I can't wait to see you guys again. Bye!